Welcome to Frames Beyond Time. I'm Christopher Nolan, and today we have a guest whose presence transcends cinema itself. A man whose stories didn't just entertain, they awakened a nation. Ladies and gentlemen, Satyajit Ray.
Thank you, Mr. Nolan. It feels rather surreal to be sitting here speaking with you across cultures and across time itself.
The surreal is where cinema lives, doesn't it? When I first watched Pather Panchali, I felt cinema had expanded beyond its borders. It wasn't merely an Indian story, it was humanity on screen.
That was always my belief, that cinema must capture truth, not spectacle. I had little money, non-professional actors, and yet the world saw something universal. That was my greatest reward when world cinema recognized us not as imitators of Hollywood, but as our own voice.
You brought the world to Calcutta, and Calcutta to the world. And that fascinates me, because in my time I found myself constantly in dialogue with world movies, from European masters to Japanese legends, Kurosawa, Tarkovsky, Resnais. They shaped how I saw cinema.
I met Kurosawa once. He told me not to have seen the cinema of Ray means existing in the world without seeing the sun or the moon. That is a compliment I never truly felt I deserved. But I understood what he meant. We carry the torch forward, from one continent to another.
And that torch, Mr. Ray, lit the path for many of us. Your rhythm, your patience, your attention to human fragility. It taught me that silence can be as powerful as spectacle.
And your work, Mr. Nolan, showed me the other side, that even within spectacle, one can hide philosophy. Inception, Interstellar, these are not only marvels of craft, but deeply human quests. That balance is rare.
Thank you, but I sometimes wonder, had you been given Hollywood budgets, what might we have seen?
Perhaps nothing very different. I always believed a story breeds not through money, but through honesty. I would still chase truth, even with millions in my hand.
That's extraordinary, because today, in world cinema, we often fight between commerce and art. You remind us that art survives the centuries, commerce fades by the weekend.
Cinema must belong to the people, to the child watching a film in a remote village, and to the critic writing in Paris. That bridge, that's where world movies live.
That bridge is timeless, and perhaps today we're sitting on it together.
And dreams, as you once said, feel real while we're in them.
Mr. Ray, thank you for being here. Your words, like your films, will continue to echo. For those listening, never forget, cinema is not bound by language, geography, or time. It is our shared dream. This was Frames Beyond Time. Two worlds, one cinema. Thank you, Mr. Ray, for this conversation. Cinema is often described as an illusion of light and shadow, but listening to you reminds me it's really an illusion of truth. Your films gave the world humanity in its purest form. If my work has added even a single thread to that tapestry, I consider myself fortunate. For everyone listening, remember this: when the lights go down and the screen flickers to life, we are no longer divided by nations or languages. We are part of one collective dream.